Whether you like it or not, the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E is a sales success and here to stay. According to Ford, it is now on track to deliver 50,000 units by the end of the year, and production for the 2021 model is already sold out. Not bad for a year plagued with pandemic-related shutdowns and industry-wide parts shortages, huh? By this measure, the newer, quicker, and more badass 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT and GT Performance Edition should be another home run. In theory, the premise is simple. If the base Mach-E is the equivalent to the EcoBoost-powered Mustang, then the Mach-E GT is the equivalent to the V8-powered Mustang. But in reality, it's not that easy. In order to embody the famous moniker, the amped-up Mach-E GT must recreate that powerful GT experience that lifelong Mustang aficionados have come to adore while retaining that down-to-earth approachability that a decent 5-seat crossover must also have. Making this task even more difficult is the fact that buyers of gas-powered Mustangs are okay with exchanging a few miles per gallon for more power. In fact, they're proud of it, while EV buyers, especially first-timers, probably care very deeply about getting as much range as possible. It's safe to say, then, that slashing the Mach-E GT's range the name of speed wasn't in the cards for the Blue Oval. So, did Ford pull it off? At the very least, in terms of raw speed that legitimately caught me off guard, I can say this: hell yes. 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT and GT Performance Edition, by the numbers. Base price, $61,000, $66,000 GT Performance Edition, all prices exclude destination fees. Powertrain, 88 kWh battery 1-speed transmission all-wheel drive. Horsepower, 480. Torque, 600 lb-ft 634 GT Performance Edition. 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds 3.5 GT Performance Edition. Seating capacity, 5. Cargo volume, 29.7 cubic feet, 59.7 with the second row down, 4.7 cubic feet front trunk. EPA range, 270 miles 260 GT Performance Edition. Quick take, the Mach-E model we should have gotten from day one. The basics. The changes made to the base model to bring it to GT level go much deeper than that. They range from recalibrating the motors and all-wheel drive/traction control systems to lowering the suspension, beefing up the front brakes, developing new trim-specific tires, and even adding a new, super spicy driving mode called Unbridled Extend. This extension of the already cheesy-sounding Unbridled mode is for track use and specifically designed to deliver higher, more linear performance for longer periods of time. Of course, cosmetic changes were also in order, with the GT and higher-performing GT Performance Edition getting a slew of attractive visual updates to make them look the part. Up front, they get a faux grille that resembles the honeycomb one found on the traditional Mustang, framed by a more aggressive fascia with twin air inlets at each corner. The rear doesn't get as much attention in terms of design changes, with just a GT badge replacing the pony between the taillights. One place Ford did focus on, and quite frankly hit it out of the park, is wheel design. The GT and GT Performance Edition get trim-specific wheels, the former boasting sweet, aero-style, black 20-inch wheels wrapped in two 45/45 R20 rubber developed specifically for the GT by Continental. The latter gets ornate, multi-spoke 20-inchers wrapped in high-performance Pirelli summer tires. Of course, there are also performance upgrades that make the GT, well, the GT. The hopped-up electric pony sends 480 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque to all four wheels, a substantial upgrade from the base Mach-E's 346 horsepower and 428 lb-ft of torque. In Performance Edition trim, the horsepower figure remains the same but torque is up to 636 lb-ft. The end result is 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds for the GT and 3.5 seconds for the GT Performance Edition. On the road, nothing can prepare you for that first stab of the accelerator. Once traffic cleared up, I gave it the beans, expecting something slightly quicker than the base Mach-E. Nope. I immediately felt like I had been roundhouse kicked in the face, with my head getting thrown back against the headrest many times harder than I would have imagined. Within minutes of being behind the wheel, I knew that Ford had nailed the GT experience here, at least in terms of acceleration. Stepping into the GT's cabin doesn't immediately reveal any obvious differences over the standard model. Sure, the seats look and feel a bit sportier, but the overall design is the same. It's not until you start driving that you quickly realize that it's all about how the GT goes about its job of devouring tarmac.